Want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Gradash. Also want to give a double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this word, and the brothers who teach down with sincerity. Also want to give a salutations to the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth, known as the speckled birds and Israelite foreigners. All right, and this one we're going to be going into this video, and I'm in transit, so I'm going to just paraphrase scriptures, because this is a real basic one. All right, this is what happened when Trump invaded Venezuela and took and kidnapped their president. Listen to what this man got to say about the weapons that they used and how they traumatized the people of Venezuela with their technology.
A security guard that was protecting Maduro has spoken, and you gotta hear what he's said. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate. Also, Trump announced that, the cartels, they're going after him in Mexico. The whole vibe of Latin America has changed because of what happened in Venezuela. And now that we're getting first-hand accounts from people that were there. The soldier says they didn't hear him coming. He says that the Americans had technology superior to anything they've ever seen. Everything that they were using for radar, for anything, was completely taken offline. They had drones, and the drones were taking out bases and taking out things faster. They didn't have no technology. They've never had to fight against drones. He also talks about that there was only 80 helicopters. There was only 20 men that were sent in, and those 20 men killed hundreds of their men, and none of those soldiers were injured. He talks about it felt like they were firing 300 rounds a minute. Nothing they've ever seen, nothing that they can compete with. And then he also talks to the fact that the Americans had some kind of sonic shock boom that was sent out, and everybody immediately started bleeding profusely out of their nose. They couldn't even gather themselves because whatever was sent at them made them fall to their knees and vomit blood out of their mouth and out of their noses. They were incapacitated immediately. He says he never wants to go through that again.
So did I hear that? He said they had some type of sonic weapon that they shot, and they started bleeding out their nose and ears and their mouth. And that they also had drones that they couldn't deal with, that was blowing up all their all their bases. And they also had shooting 300 bullets around a minute. It sounds like he said they never seen nothing like it. So that makes me think of this documentary on YouTube. Y'all need to check out if y'all listen to this video. It's called Panama Deception. When they went there, I know I got a video on my YouTube channel years ago. I did it. I watched this documentary. This documentary put me in tears because the United States went over there for no reason, and over there in Panama, and was killing them Israelites over there. They were just killing them, and they had no weapon. They didn't have no weapon. They weren't fighting back. They were just getting slaughtered, and they blamed it on, and they used that. All right, I'm just trying to remember. I don't remember the Capone or something like that. They stole to Panama so they can transport drugs to America. But in order to do that, they went over there and killed and slaughtered all them Israelites. And they were using these weapons. Like, kind of sounds like what he was saying. They were using weapons that was turning the people's bodies inside out. And it was just disgusting thing to see. And that's Esau and Edom, the devil. All right, and that goes back into Genesis 25 or 26. His blessing was the dew of the earth and the sword. And the dew of the earth is why Esau and Edom controls the world. All right, they control the world, and that's why they have power to be the hammer of the earth, like the scripture says. All right, because it says the world was given into the hands of the wicked. So the world was given into him. So this man has power to just go anywhere and do anything he wants to do, and that's why he plans on attacking. He just attacked Venezuela. He plans on attacking Greenland, which is a part of NATO, which is our allies. Esau plans on attacking Iran. Esau plans on attacking over there in Africa, Nigeria, and all these places are places with resources. And this man is warning. Oh, he plans on attacking Mexico too. And Trump's word was, they're like, we're the big dogs. They can't keep up with the military and their power and the money that they put in their military. America has a very, 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 very powerful military. So does China, so does Russia. These are the strong nuclear powers of the earth. Now, nobody else on the planet Earth can really deal with Esau's military besides China and Russia. So these are the three bad wolves. All right, so I heard that. I ain't seen no brother do a video on it yet, but it's not like I'm trying to be the first one to do it, but maybe I can get the word out there, but yeah, so Esau went over to Venezuela and had sonic weapons, and he shot them and they would just hit the ground and was bleeding out their nose and mouth and stuff. That's and I wanted to go over the fact that, hey Jake, hey, that's why you need the Lord's protection. All right, it says, my name is a strong tower, the righteous run under it, the righteous run to it, and it's safe. That's why you getting your little Glock, your little switch, your little 100-round drums. You're gonna run out of bullets in 5 seconds, but Esau ain't gonna run out of bullets. Esau got DARPA. I'm pretty sure these little sonic weapons and all this stuff came from DARPA, and that's Esau's military. Where they make their weapons. Military weapon design. They got all type of stuff. They got robot dogs that shoot flames, and who else we don't freaking know what Esau got, because Esau freaking genius. The type of weapons Esau could pull out his ass. Hey, you regular people, regular civilians have nothing against Esau. Like, Esau don't even have to put all the protesters and stuff. All he gotta do is shoot a sonic weapon or whatever. I can't name all of them. I heard he had a weapon that could give you a heart attack too. And Esau got all types of stuff. They can send an electronic bug and sting you that you can't even see and poison you to death and kill you. Esau got so many ways to kill you people. That's why Esau's blessing was the sword. All right. That's why Esau was the first one to come up with the atomic bomb and attack Shima. I don't never say it right, but that was Esau's blessing. All right, was the sword. All right, so this man said to people in Venezuela was like, bring it on, but now they're not saying that no more. And you think you could deal with America? You can't handle America without the backing of China and Russia. Without them, y'all just gonna get slaughtered. If China and Russia don't intervene, you're just gonna get slaughtered, man. So this man is going around putting his hammer all over the earth. Hey, the scriptures say, I think it was in Revelations 5 that the red horse was given power to take peace from the earth, and the red horse being Esau, Edom, because when you go in the word Edom in Hebrew, it goes in the word Adawan, which means red, because Esau is not a white man, because that law was made up in 1861, Bacon's Rebellion. But Esau ain't the white man, Esau is the red man, which was a curse from Canaan. That's why they die in the sun, in the hot sun. That's why they always killing our people using our melanin, so they can be out in the sun with us. That's how you know Jesus Christ Yahweh Shai wasn't a white man. All right, because he would have died out there in Egypt in the hot sun. All right, so pretty much Esau went to Venezuela. He planned on going to all these same places with the same tactics, the same weapons, and who knows what Esau's gonna pull out. With that being said, hey, you in Americas, y'all through without Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because the Lord's gonna lift up a standard for us to survive these things with spiritual powers. Hey, scripture say you should run and not be weary. I mean, you're gonna run and not get tired. It says you should mount up your wings like an eagle, meaning you're gonna be able to fly. You're gonna be able to run like Flash. You're gonna be able to maybe stop bullets. You don't know what you're gonna be. Bullets might just bounce off your body. Hey, what the King David said, the Lord give me these hands to war. And King David was bending steel. That's spiritual gifts, spiritual powers. And that's how we're going to be able to make it through these weapons that Esau got. Because we can be on the corner teaching, and Esau can push that sonic button, and we'll start bleeding out our noses and faces and probably die on camera if he wanted to. That's why we need the protection of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So I'm going to play the rest of this video, and I'm probably going to attach a video of DARPA. I'm going to find a video of DARPA explaining Esau's military, and I'm going to put it on here so y'all can watch. So, hey, Shalom.
Doesn't want to have to fight with the Americans again. He's sending warnings to everybody out there that you think you can fight the Americans. You don't even know what their weaponry is like and what they're capable of. 20 men took out hundreds, and that's starting to spread all through Latin America. And now they're not saying, if you want me, come and get me anymore. They're like, oh shit. Especially after Trump says, hey, Mexico, you're on the list too. A security guard that was protecting Maduro.
All right, that's it on that. Let's see if I can find something on DARPA.
Man, did you?
DARPA's new
DARPA is something most Americans have never heard of. It's the biggest collection of geniuses anywhere in government. These are the guys that are creating not the next generation of technology, but 3 generations from now. If there are flying saucers and they're not little green men from outer space, DARPA made them. Seriously. This always struck me as very funny. DARPA's work is so classified that one DARPA scientist sitting next to another DARPA scientist has no idea what the other guy's working on. It's too highly classified. I mean, even at the CIA, we weren't cleared.
Not even at your position?
I had to get a Q clearance once because I had to go to the Department of Energy to talk about a nuclear issue. Nobody liked the fact that I had the clearance, and I ended up having the clearance just for 1 day, and then they revoked it. But that's how DARPA is too. And this is another thing that always struck me as funny. There's a DARPA website, and they have pictures of scientists working together all in bliss. These are just generic pictures of random people you pull off the internet. These aren't DARPA people that are the pictures. You can't show the DARPA people. They're too highly cleared. DARPA is something most Americans have never heard.
All the technology that we use today is from DARPA, which is a part of the government. They handle all of our military defensive systems, offensive systems. They create all the technology that we use today. The first self-driving car was in 1984 by DARPA. So all the stuff that we think is brand new and amazing, they've been had all this stuff. That phone you have is from DARPA. Facebook, Meta, yeah, that's all DARPA tech. They all work for the government. Why do you think it's free? Because you're the product. The fact that they're giving us ChatGPT and all this great technology, isn't it great? Man, they had this shit 30 years ago.
Is DARPA American?
DARPA is part of the government, yes. Think of it like S.H.I.E.L.D. You know Marvel?
Yeah.
They're S.H.I.E.L.D. They're like part of the shadow government, which they get all their funding from something called the black budget, which essentially is above the government. They don't listen to Congress or the POTUS seat. They can green light any project that they want from the black budget, and then just like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do this now. We don't have to have, the president sign off, Congress, nobody.
And this is gonna sound stupid, but I assume to get in that group with the black budget, you don't get elected.
No, not at all. I mean, presidents aren't elected, they're selected. And this is why for the eighth time in a row, the Pentagon fails an audit. Surprise, surprise. They just failed an audit again. So all that money, right? This is what, think about 9/11. So we get hit. Some grainy ass footage of this plane, frame by frame, hits the Pentagon in the accounting department.
2 trillion. It was 2
trillion gone like that. Coincidence? I think not.
That was the goddamn grainy footage.
All the technology that we